Hello, my fine furry friends, and welcome back to another episode. Have you been drinking your water? What about taking those vitamins? Getting that sleep? I believe you for now, I guess. We have two chairs back here, which means we have a special guest coming today. So grab that water, take those vitamins. Just for the ones who said they didn't do it, just for them. And come back. Have a little convo. Hi. Look at here.
Hi guys.
Sarah's here. She's from behind the camera to the in front of the camera.
Yes.
And this is our seasonal shoot the shit episode. Or as you know, we just sit here and shoot the shit. I don't know what we're talking about.
No, we have no clue.
We have zero clue what we're talking about. Sarah has no clue. Literally, we have zero clue what we're talking about. We're just gonna have a convo. So, and helpfully, y'all can have a convo with us in the comments because we love to read through them and we see what you say. If you've noticed, anytime people comment, more often than not, one of us responds.
So talk to us.
We won't bite. She won't bite.
And I was thinking you won't bite.
Ask about me. I bite.
We will get into that.
We've already gotten into the start.
Yeah.
Last season, go check us out.
There you go.
So, how are you?
I'm okay.
You okay?
Okay. Yes. It's been a little weird this year because I have had pretty significant loss. And it just kind of shook me to my core. I've been really quiet and reserved, weird.
No, that's not weird. When I lost mine, I was the same way.
Yeah, it's
when I lost mine, I was like, don't talk to me. Like, I'm fine.
Nobody, right?
I would be like, are you okay? I'm fine.
I'm okay. I just
give me a minute.
Yes, and I'll be back. And I'm trying to get back, but
it took me forever.
Yeah.
To my grandma's house after she passed.
And I don't even I just don't.
It took me a good couple of months. Like I would go to the porch, or I would go to the yard, but like going in the house, like it took me a long time. And then when I finally went in, like I went in her room for a little bit.
That's understandable.
And then like when I finally went into her room, like it like hit all at one time. I was just like,
that's why I haven't been here.
I'm gonna go now.
Like
it was the weirdest feeling.
No.
So now I get it.
Yeah.
Send Sarah some love.
Please. I do. And I appreciate it. But yeah, so that was a pretty big thing. Other big stuff. I like my job.
We love that.
That's actually it's a big thing. You know it's a big thing.
Yes.
Because
where we came from.
Oh my god. Liking my job is a flex, actually.
Liking your job is a flex. I do like to flex that I like my job.
Yeah.
Often.
Yes.
People be like, how's your job? It's good.
It's actually
good.
Great.
I like to say that. And it mean that.
Yes.
I mean, it's good.
Genuinely, it's a good job. And then when your boss is not, it's just a good environment. You know,
along with your boss and the people that you work with, or you work for, or you supervise, and everything kind of like
exactly.
Gels in the one spot.
It's
a dope feeling.
It is.
It was a dope feeling.
Those are my two big ones right now.
I mean, are we missing one?
What's the other one that we're missing?
That we're planning a wedding.
Okay. Spoiler alert, guys, I'm getting married. Which you probably could tell because I've been wearing this ring for
often.
Yeah.
All the time.
All the time. I rarely even
Mr. Sarah did a good job.
He did. I love my ring.
It's so
happy.
Yeah.
I just think it matches my personality. So
it does.
I think he did a great job.
When I saw it, I was like, ooh.
Yes. But yeah, so we're planning a wedding. It is awful, but it's also really fun because it's like seeing all the things come together. But it's just
That's
the stress
hilarious.
of like, are people gonna like this? Like, am I even gonna like this? Why am I doing this? And then it's like, oh yeah, I'm doing this because I love everybody and I want everybody
Not
that's been
gonna
good to
hold
us.
you. People liking it. Whole
I know, but I mean, if you think about it, like
zero.
the ceremony is for it's for me and Horacio, obviously, but
Right.
it's I don't know, man. I
The only thing I would be worried about is if people like the food.
that's
That's
a big
literally
expense.
the only thing that I would be worried about,
That makes
and
sense.
because it costs so much.
Yeah.
Like I'm not one. I'm a foodie. Like
Me too, and I want the food to be good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like that be the thing. Like I'm only concerned as if my food is good. If you don't like my music choice, you don't have to stay.
No.
If you don't like my decor, you don't have to be here. If you
How I feel.
like you
With the food.
with the food and how I look, that's what I care about. And how he look, that's what I care about.
Weirdly not worried about how I look or how Horacio is gonna look because it's like
Cause you know y'all put that.
like I think we'll be fine.
You know y'all put that on. That's
and we'll
why.
be okay. And I'm not worried about the decorations really because I'm not like genuinely I don't care what it looks like inside. I just want the flowers to be nice, which flowers are kind of expensive, but you can kind of buy them wholesale. You could like figure that out a little bit more. But
this is exactly why. Clock it now. My wedding will, if I have a big wedding, it will be in the wintertime.
Yeah.
Because flowers aren't a thing.
No. Oh my gosh.
Flowers aren't a thing. I'm able to then put more money into like the music and the food and everything like that. Like I've always wanted a winter wedding just because I know how expensive summer and spring weddings can be. And then I be looking like a crazy person with my head cut off around the fall because children and allergies. So winter has always been that time where I'm just like I want to get married in January. Any person that I've been engaged to can tell you I've always said January. Okay. Like I remember my ex was like, "Can we like compromise with November?"
No, I want January.
I was just like,
November.
I don't want that. And I was like, on top of that, November leads into like Thanksgiving. People are like, well, we're gonna go travel for this, and I can't believe.
Yeah, I don't want to hear that.
I want to hear all that. So January. Matter of fact, my prior wedding date was January 28th. I set that man up for failure because 2 weeks later is Valentine's Day, but
you did, but
he agreed to it, so not my problem.
There you go. He is not. I mean,
I would suggest you don't agree to that date if you don't want them problems.
Or you could just get double the gifts. Like I feel like you can do bulk shopping if you want, or if there's something
I'm also not a. I'm not a giver. You ain't gotta give me gifts like that.
No. You don't like you like gifts, but you more care about like the sentiment behind it.
Right. So like, if you're gonna give me a gift, don't go to Pandora and like give me a bracelet.
Because it doesn't mean anything. Because you can literally buy that.
I'm also not gonna wear it.
Oh,
we don't.
Very particular about your jewelry.
I'm really particular about my jewelry, so please don't do that. Also with like bracelets and stuff, because my wrists are so little.
Oh yeah, they'll just jingle.
They'll just they'll annoy the crap out of me. So it's just like, don't do that. But if you want to like, say you're an artist and you paint me something, or you edit videos and you be like, hey babe, I made you a coupon book and I'll edit 4 of your videos for the season, like doing stuff like that like stuff that means something to me or us, or our story particular. That's the kind of gifts that I love. Like let us, our first movie, matter of fact, for example, my children's father and I, we didn't go on a date. We reconnected because someone in his family had passed, and I was like, hey, let's go, see this Disney movie to get your mind off stuff, just to, kick it fun. My friend's feeling bad, let me go do something for my friend, right? That movie was Zootopia.
Love Zootopia. Fast
forward, we finally get into a relationship or whatever, because I never think I've told y'all like the whole like da-da-da of me and him, but we were off and on and like will they won't they for years. So when we finally did get together, one of the first gifts that I got him was Zootopia, because I was like, and I wrote him a letter, and I wrote him a letter that explained every gift, and every time his like birthday or something would pop up, I would always do that. I'd write a letter that explains like why I got you this, and in the letter I was like, horrible circumstance led to an amazing thing that all got kicked off by this movie. So, fun fact, I still have that movie. It is in my possession. I don't think he was gonna take it anyway. But I want stuff that's like that. Mm-hmm. So like anniversaries and stuff like Valentine's Day and stuff like that. Like they're amazing, they're cute, they're sweet. But I mean, if there's nothing behind it,
it's just it's just another thing, another day.
That's the reason why I don't like. Tell me if this is a hot take. I don't want to be proposed to on any type of holiday, any type of celebration of me, any type of none of that.
Well, I don't think that's a hot. Well, okay, it could be a hot take, but I will say I think that makes sense because what if we don't work out?
I think the hot take is mainly I think if you do it, you are trash.
Interesting. Okay, so that definitely adds to it. I don't know if you're trash. I feel like it's like, okay, well this big moment's happening, so let me just add to it. And it's like, no, I actually want this to be a special moment, but people have to understand that.
And here's my thing: if it's a special, say I go, we're going back to school to get a master's. Say me and a man get together, and this man decided to take the opportunity at my graduation party to try and propose to me. Mm-hmm. How dare you?
Yeah, because it's my graduation.
How dare you
party.
take my moment? How dare you take my moment?
That makes sense.
This is Christmas. I don't want to get proposed to on Christmas. This is Valentine's Day. I just want to eat my steak dinner and
go home
and do nasty things. Like that's all I want to do. I don't want to be like, oh, happy Valentine's Day. I remember you gave me a ring. Because again, what if we don't work out?
Yeah, that's only for me. It's like it's my special moment, and unless you are 100% guaranteed to love me forever and for us to be married or whatever forever, don't do that. And there's no way for us to guarantee it, so just don't do it.
Just don't do it. So if you could, like, and I'm also one, like, pick a random ass day.
Yeah.
Pick a random day that we're doing absolutely, because I don't want a big, like if we're, I love a small ask and a big celebration. So if you ask me with just me and you, and then I guess later that day or later that week, you surprise me with a big engagement party, then I'm with that. Okay. But if like you walk me into a situation and it's a bunch of people,
no, immediately you're gonna shut down.
Immediately I'm gonna shut down because you know me. Like I ain't.
You're like, why is everyone staring?
Why is everybody staring at me?
Why are y'all here? What do y'all want? I didn't plan for this. No, I know. But like that's why it's important.
Especially if my nails ain't done too.
Yeah. That's why you want your friends to be a little bit more involved. Only in so much as your man not knowing you that well. But I think if your man knows you well enough, like they'll be able to.
Would never. To my children's father's credit. To my ex's credit. I've had 2 exes ask me to marry them. To both of my exes' credit, they knew me very, very well. And they knew my high school sweetheart. He asked me while we were just like doing one of the main things that we used to do. We were just like driving and just like chilling and talking. We got home and he asked me when we got to the house. Like he had a little like thing set up and he just like asked me when we got to the house. And it was beautiful. Nobody was there. It was just me and him.
Very intimate.
And he even said, he was like, because it's going to be me and you for the rest of our lives. So I might as well just do it with me and you. And I was just like, that's amazing. And then to my children's father's credit, when he asked the first time, it was cute because he asked me in a note because we would leave each other notes. And he asked me in a note. But the second time he asked, because yes, we took a break. And yes, I told him he had to ask again because the first time was null and void. The second time he asked, we were celebrating Mother's Day. I was pregnant with our second child. We were celebrating Mother's Day, but we couldn't do it on Mother's Day because he had to work. So we did that Friday prior, and he took me to a steakhouse up in Atlanta that I love, and he recreated when he asked me to be his girlfriend, because he asked me to be his girlfriend in the parking lot, and he got him down on his knee and he asked me at the car, so he recreated it. That's really and I was reading a card, and it was funny because I was reading the card. I was like, I think you gave me. He was just like need and was like, did you read it? And I was like, what?
Huh? I'm distracted now. Like,
and then he asked. And I was like, oh yeah, big head.
So, that's so cute.
It was adorable. Yeah. I will, to his credit. I'm gonna give credit where credit's due, even if he irritates my soul sometimes. But it was beautiful. I will say, both of my exes, both of my like big love stories were beautiful. So The one that God got coming, his
Probably gonna be amazing.
he up there.
He's like, it's just, I don't know. For me, third time's a charm. Like, you'll get it, and it's gonna be beautiful and amazing and perfect, and you're not gonna have to worry or stress, and it'll be easy.
I just pray I don't cry. You know I'm a big ass baby, bro.
So cry.
I don't want to. I want everybody seeing me cry.
No, but it would be. He would know that you'd want it to be intimate, just him and you, and then you'd have your cries there, hopefully, in the moment. Sure. And then when he's like, "Hey, come over," or "Hey, I'm picking you up. Get ready. Be ready by this time. Wear this outfit. Whatever. Make sure your nails are done," which hopefully he did earlier in the week. But whatever. What?
If my nails are not done, I get proposed to. I'm gonna be pissed. Cause the first thing I'm gonna want to do is be like,
yeah.
And I can if my nails are horrible.
I can't say anything. My nails were literal trash when I got proposed to, but I didn't care. I was
about to say you don't care.
I know. I want to do my nails so bad, but like I just every time I do, they're brittle and they're like it's hard to stop. I do them sometimes and then they're like thin and I can't do them for a little while. My sister's a nail tech too, so I really don't have no excuse. I just don't like getting my nails done. Okay, fine.
This is why I be saying the things in the mic real slow, like because I know she's not.
I said it.
I know her sister's a nail tech.
Yeah.
I know she really wanted to get it done.
I could, and I just don't want to. The worst part is like I just don't like having stuff on my nails. I did the press ons one time and they were okay, and then I had to pop them off, after a couple hours because
Side note. We are press on gangs over here.
No, but those are pretty. But like I know I get annoyed. They are pretty. I would get annoyed though. I feel it. So that's just me. Anyway. Yeah, my nails were trash. But I was happy. I was wearing a tank top and like these long thigh high socks.
Come on.
And my underwear. That's literally like we just woke up. And so I got up early and I was wrapping all his gifts. So, okay, let me tell you, the story of our engagement is actually kind of crazy. I never go out for gifts and stuff. Well, that's not true. I do. I try to make it a big, when I get you a gift, I try to make it a big special thing. Mm-hmm. But this Christmas, I was like, you know what? We've been dating for a little while. Let me just do something nice. I had the money. I was like, we're going to do this nice Airbnb. So we picked it out, and we go up there and he got a computer. He got brand new shoes. Ooh, he got Xbox.
You went out.
Yeah, he got the Xbox X, not the S. He was very specific about which one he liked. Mm-hmm. And then he got a couple shirts or whatever that he wanted from this website. I was like, okay, that's no big deal. I know I got it because I spent like a band plus on his gifts. And I was like,
yes.
And then how about? So of course I'm thinking, yeah, I got this in the bag. I'm gonna win Christmas. Not that you can win.
Yes, you can.
But I was like,
yes,
if you could.
I refuse to believe. I refuse to believe that couples don't do that. Because every relationship I've been in, I have been in a relationship with a competitive person.
Yes.
So like we be trying to one up.
Exactly.
And me and my high school sweetheart, horrible.
It is because the more
I literally stood in line and got an Xbox 360 and was like, I know I won this Christmas.
Right.
I did. Why he kicked my ass for Valentine's Day?
Girl, that's how it is.
I was like, this is amazing. But
that's exactly.
Because now we gotta wait. Because the next thing coming up is your birthday. Mm-hmm. So now I gotta go all out for July.
Exactly. It's like, but when you're competitive like that, it's like
it's so cute.
You want to, because it's really I love you. I don't want to see how much you love me, but I love you.
But more. I love you more,
and I'm gonna show you.
And
girl. So okay. So
I'm the first one to be like, love you more.
I wrapped up all his gifts and I was like, boom, I'm ready. Like I'm in the kitchen eating breakfast. It's no big deal. He wakes up, he's like, groggy, whatever. And he had already wrapped my gifts. So I didn't know what they were, but I just knew. I looked in my bag just to see, but it was all wrapped up so I couldn't see anything. And it's a good thing I didn't see it because anyway, so I was like, open your gifts, let's do this. And then he opened them. He was like, oh my gosh, everything's so great, blah, blah. Then I was like, I'm going to open mine. And I was happy because he's really thoughtful with his gifts. I really don't like a lot of stuff. So he gave me a devotional for women specifically. Nice. And I thought that was really sweet. I'm obsessed with The Office. So he gave me some Office stuff.
Nice.
I have a Funko Pop of Dwight because Dwight's my favorite character. I love him. And then And he was like, babe, can you give me some water? And I was like, sure, which is weird. He never asked me for anything. Whenever we go anywhere or even at home, he'll just be like, I'll go get it. Do you want some, babe? And I'm like, yeah, that's great. So he usually does it for me. So that's why I was like, this is weird. Why are you asking me to get you some water? But okay, I'll do it.
Antennas.
Right. Like, what's going on? Then so he asked me, I go to the kitchen and he's like, okay, babe, I'm kind of thirsty. Can you hurry up? I'm like, okay, first of all, why are you rushing
Don't
me?
rush
But
me.
second of all, okay, all right, I'm coming. Yeah, babe, no problem. So I walk out of the kitchen. He's on one knee, got the dang ring out. I was like, oh my gosh. The first thought that went through my head was, oh my gosh. The second thought was, I definitely lost Christmas. I was like, I put so much effort.
I'm proud of you for your first thought not being
no,
I
know. First thought was definitely
what's horrible.
Yeah, I know it would have been your first thought.
Man!
I lost it.
First, I'd have been like, damn, I lost this. And it would have dawned in my head like, you were getting engaged.
You're
like,
getting
oh
engaged.
my God.
The big thing is that, yeah. So that's the story of us. That's why I was like, you know what? It don't matter how big you go because some people will surprise you. And I was happy.
That's all that matters.
It was good. So anyway, all that to say, we're planning a wedding now.
So
and it sucks, but it is exciting.
I also want to say, since she's planning a wedding, that means I'm planning a bachelorette.
I'm excited for that because like I don't even know what that's gonna look like. No idea. I can't even imagine. Like I really, really don't know. And she's just quiet about it. Won't tell me anything. It's just
I will not.
Life. So
because y'all don't understand. So we be doing this thing, right? And I love my C-suite. I do. My C-suite is the best. My C-suite plays no games. My C-suite is godsend. My C-suite gets on my
I was waiting for it.
They get on my nerves.
Yeah.
Her and Dominique and Aisha will pull my card.
It's all out of love, though.
And then will try to remind me that I'm the boss, but then won't do the things.
I resent that. I will do the things.
I said. like they'll argue back with me. Like I'm like, wait, didn't you just say?
Yeah.
But no, this is my point though. I get it. I'm gonna do it, but this is my point. Like,
yeah. I mean, I'm gonna do it. I'm not saying no. I'm just saying, but like, also you need to hear me because what if? No, but we listen. I resent that. I think we're a good C-suite. I feel like we don't give you no problem.
I did not say. Did I not just say my C-suite was godsend? Did I not just say my C-suite is the best thing? Did I not just say that? All I said. But they also get on my nerves. So moments where I am then able, not necessarily to get on their nerves, because I do that every day, but moments where I'm able to like keep them in the dark. They keep me in the dark all the time. I don't be knowing half of what be happening. Yeah. Like they will tell you. Yeah. I don't know. Like they will. I will come into meetings and they'll tell me what we're talking about. I'll be like, oh, you're right. I'll get it, but I just don't know what I'll be doing. And that song, God sent me the perfect C-suite, cause yeah, but legitimate when I'm able to surprise on and love on them. Oh yeah, for sure, we're taking advantage. We're hardly taking advantage.
We appreciate it.
Thanks.
We do. It's just
I would like to think I am a good boss.
You are.
I don't know for sure because I have not been. I don't think I do boss things a lot.
You tell us what to
like
do.
Very
sometimes.
rarely do. I'm about to say sometimes. Like very rarely do I be like, we're gonna do this, and because I do it so rare.
It's like okay.
They just be like, all right, cool. They say what they mean. Like they say how they feel about it, but then they're just kind of like,
okay. I mean,
because I'm the first one to be like, what do you want?
Yeah.
What do you like?
She asked that a lot, y'all. Like a lot.
How do you feel?
And it's like. At some point, you're like, what's your vision, though? Because you're like, I don't want to, not my vision, your vision. You got to tell me, But it's good to have that problem versus you have no creativity. And like, oh, because we know bosses where you got to just do what you got to do.
And suck it up even if you don't like it. And you got to put stuff out that you don't like.
I had very staunchly have said how much you don't like it.
And they do it anyway.
That's right.
And then sometimes you gotta sit there. You gotta like, hey, this is not happening. And that causes problems too. So you never know, really.
Yep. You never know. That's fine.
You never know.
It's all good.
But yeah, my C-suite is dope. So anytime I get to like love on them, I try to.
Yeah, we appreciate
Try
it.
not to have y'all make like. I made Sarah and Dominique's birthday post. It's just because Aisha's hasn't come up yet because hers is in May when we not too long after we dropped. So not too long before we dropped. So it's kind of like hard. But I try to make sure like how I was doing the birthday stuff and I was like, I did Sarah's, I did Dominique's. And then I sat there for a second. I was like, should I do my own?
No.
And that's what she said. She was like, I'll do that. And I was
really
like,
asked me if she's.
I was like, Dom, you can do that. And she was like, no.
Heck, obviously not. No, it's and you know what the crazy thing is? It was a surprise. I was not expecting anything for my birthday. I don't know if Dominique was expecting anything for her birthday. No. And so we were just like, yeah. Oh, okay.
Y'all should have.
I guess.
Somebody called me and was like, thank you. Because also Dominique's I ended up doing late because on her actual birthday, fun fact, her birthday is the day before. She is like the godchildren to my children. So her birthday is literally the day before her youngest godson of mine. So I was ripping and running.
Oh yeah, you were doing all the things.
And I was like, oh God, I missed it. I told her, but I didn't put it on the page. So like when I put it on the page at the end of November, she was like, thank you. I put it in the comments. I'm so sorry this is
late. It's even the thought that counts, like the fact that you even thought of us. Because I know for me at least, and I'm sure Dominique and Aisha are the same. They're just like, this is for you. Like it's not about us. Like I'm behind the camera most of the time, which is where I like to be. Although I like talking to y'all, but you know, I'm the creative behind the camera. And it's like I'm okay being there, but then you bring us out into the spotlight. It just really shows how much you appreciate us. So it's like it really is nice to feel that way because I promise you, you know, I know what it's like to feel unappreciated and do a lot of work, and it's like
no one cares.
Yeah. Because I mean,
or the people that did the least amount of work
get the most recognition,
all the credit. You be like,
girl, I know.
Or my favorite that happened, you tell them an idea.
Oh my gosh.
And then they turn around like, oh yeah, I had this idea in front of the bigger ups. And you're like,
did you?
Did you know?
Sounds just like the idea I pitched to you 2 weeks ago.
And that you told me wasn't the greatest.
Right.
Yeah, but okay. I guess because it came out of your male mouth, it made it better.
Oh, don't even get me started, because that's a whole nother episode.
Bro.
Yeah.
Anyway. And that's on having had horrible bosses. And striving to never be that way.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. But how have you been, ma'am? Tell us about you.
I've been good. For the most part, you know, a little bionic right now. Y'all can't see it. Y'all will see it one of these days. Well, I mean, it's nothing hard.
Ooh, scandalous.
I am bionic right now. I know. It showed all of my knee. Oh, you could see a little bit if you were paying attention. Really. But no one pays that hard attention to me. But yeah, we had a little surgery surge. We're weaning off of that. Yeah, we'll talk a little bit more about that in a couple of shows. But you know, it was a real vulnerable time, and I was able to kind of see who will pick up the phone for real. And it's really nice to kind of know who that core group is and who the outside group is. You know, so that's always nice. We are really we are stubbornly accepting this dating situation.
No comment.
Okay.
No comment.
Sure, that's for now. But we are reluctantly accepting this dating situation. We're trying to be out there a little bit more and love on me more. So you know, doing those things, we're doing good.
I'm glad. Okay.
Thanks. We lost a little bit more weight. We try to gain that back.
I was gonna ask, how are you feeling? Like, how have you been able to move around since?
Happy that this is about to be a thing of the past. Glad to be off the crutches because being on those crutches are what made me lose so much weight because I'm toting around my body weight plus some. So that made me lose so much weight. I'm finally back in the 160s. You know, at one point we was at 150 something. I'm finally back in the 160s, and I gotta put weight on and muscle on to build my quad back up and my calf back up, and this whole leg back up muscle wise. So we better put on a little bit more weight, thank God. Because I don't like being this small. I feel so small, and I don't like it.
And then,
and what's so horrible in high school, I used to feel so big at this weight.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
So now I feel like put me back. Like, don't put me all the way back. When I was a good like 165, 168, between that 165, 170 range. That's perfect, Mama.
You're happy?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's hope you get back there then, if that's where you want to be.
Yeah.
I'm excited for you.
Thanks.
I feel like it doesn't help either, like when you lose weight unexpectedly, because then your clothes are baggy, and you don't be wearing tight stuff anyway,
right?
So it looks like you borrowed your clothes, and I know you're just like ready to fit into your clothes again.
The fact that I had to go buy this because all of the vast majority of my clothes are huge.
Yeah,
and it's not like because I like y'all have seen I have a baggy aesthetic anyway. Like if I'm just out and about, this is something I would regularly wear. Like wide leg, baggier pants, a bigger overshirt with a tighter undershirt. Like that's a staple for me. So like when my mom jeans are fitting like I got somebody else's mom's jeans on, like I was like, yeah, this is a little much. But thankfully we're getting to a good place. We're gaining some weight back, so that's nice.
I'm glad.
Thanks.
Okay, good. Any more exciting stuff happening in your life that you want to tell us about?
Is there?
I don't know if it's exciting, but maybe. Tell me. Just, is there anything new popping up, or have you had any new revelations? Anything interesting happened?
Are you hinting at something?
Very specifically. We talked about it before we got in here.
Okay. Yeah. That was nice. It's a good little segue. So a couple series back, we talked about friends with benefits versus doing what you do with who you do it with. And someone has been demoted from friends with benefits to just doing what you do to who you do it with, who you do it with. Mainly because how do I say this right?
You could just say it. There's no right way. Right way is
my
truth.
Channel. The right way is the truth.
That's right.
But mainly because I'm not a person to be vulnerable like that. And with y'all, there's stuff I give to y'all all the way, and there's stuff that I don't, because at the end of the day, I'm still a person, like a real person. Like this is real. I'm a person outside of this, and there's some stuff that is just held to the cuff for me. When we were talking about the update, when I was talking to a dude who it started to get kind of serious, it has since not been. But even when that was the conversation, I was hesitant in putting that person out there only because like certain stuff is close to the chest for me, and I just feel like everything isn't for everybody. But with that being said, I'm not gonna always be that way. So when I am that way to someone, and then the inconsistency of I'm there, then I'm not there. Oh, I care, then I don't care. Oh, this is fine, then it's not. Oh, I'm here for you, but I can't now. Like especially without communication, that's just something I'm not putting myself through on a friend level, because the sex is gonna be the sex regardless. But on a friend type, sex is gonna be the sex if y'all have that kind of chemistry, regardless. But on a friendship type level, I'm not going to accept behavior that I wouldn't want given to the people that I love and I care about. Sorry. So I don't expect me from other people, but I do expect some type of reciprocity. And especially over time. So if I'm giving and giving and giving and giving and giving, and you give much of nothing or nothing at all, that's telling me, okay, it's time for me to take a step back. And basically, that's what this is. If communicating with this person doesn't bring me joy, that's what I do. Mm-hmm. When I communicate with you, I have joy. When I communicate with Dominique or Dre or Kitty, like when I communicate with my clique, like I have joy.
Yes.
And if you no longer want to be in that joy, that's fine. I wish you the best of luck. I wish that, and I pray that everything work out amazingly for you. Like I said before, I pray you eat. You just ain't eating with me, and that's okay. But you know, if it's available, when it's available, we'll handle that. And after that, just none but our day.
Well, I'm happy that you are in a place to be able to do what's best for you and do it comfortably.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
That was a nice. Yeah. That was a nice shoot the shit.
Yeah, I like it.
I like it. We're releasing a little caca.
Breathing.
So like I said, this is something we do every season. I want to try to get Sarah from behind the thing way more than once, but at least once to do the shoot the shit, just so you know, y'all can get to know us, we can get to know you, and you know, tell us your thoughts about the conversation down there in the comments. But before we go, wanna do a fit check?
Oh yeah, for sure.
I do fit check. So fit check. Oh God, I'm gonna get up. Funnily enough, this entire thing, Walmart. Got a little overshirt, little undershirt, wide leg stretch pants, flats, ponytail flats, all from Walmart. The rings are from don't give me Claire's. Let's say don't give me a line. And the earrings are from Amazon.
We love to see it.
Thank you.
Well, if you guys like that, we'll be doing that more. So pay attention to her outfit. If you have suggestions, you can definitely put them in the comments. We'll review.
I'm about to say we may not always put it on,
but we will review.
And we will say hi and thank you.
Yes, definitely.
But with that, we do want to say life is not a dress rehearsal.
It's your final performance.
So make sure you're doing the things that you love. God gave you how long? So make sure that you're doing the things that you love. Speaking of love, we love you. We wish you love. We wish you happiness. But above all else, what do we wish? Peace. Bye, guys.